War destroys everything. But even in World War II, there were moments when compassion defeated hatred. Here are 10 real stories where humanity won over war. A German patrol found a starving Russian boy. Orders said, "Leave him." One soldier ignored the command, gave the boy bread, a scarf, and secretly passed him to villagers. The child survived because an enemy cared. Under heavy fire, a woman ran across the battlefield. A Soviet tank should have kept moving, but the driver stopped, blocked enemy fire with his armor, and let her escape. A Soviet scout walked straight into a sniper's sights. One shot would end him, but the scout showed empty hands. The sniper paused, lifted his rifle, and silently waved, "Go." A German soldier lay bleeding between trenches. A Soviet medic crawled to him, covered him with her own body, and pulled him to safety. Her words, "He wasn't an enemy. He was a man." In ruined Aachen, children were starving. Soldiers weren't allowed to give rations, so they shared their own. The next day, a note appeared. "You saved us. Thank you." After a brutal fight near Pskov, one German raised a white cloth. A Soviet soldier answered. For 2 silent hours, both sides buried their fallen, then returned to their trenches without firing. In a freezing desert night, British officer Lawrence Stone gave his blankets to shivering German prisoners. He died of cold. They built a cross. He was our enemy, but a noble man. In Königsberg, a German captain pulled a Jewish girl out of a deportation line, called her his niece, and hid her through the entire war. She lived to 80, calling him "my protector." A German and a Soviet soldier, the only survivors of a firefight, found shelter in the same ruined barn. They shared one blanket and parted at sunrise without raising rifles. On a cold December night, German and British troops began singing "Silent Night." They walked into no man's land, shook hands, shared food, played football, and buried their dead. For one night, war stopped by itself. Even in the darkest war, the human heart still found light. If you want a part 2, I'll make it even stronger.